guys, welcome back to Let's Write. Alright, we're gonna do another character study. This one is for Centrista Avondale. She is a female elf. A female elf druid to be specific. Now, she is the guardian of the world tree. She is very tall. I would say probably 6'1". Slender build. And long black hair braided with feather and I'd say long black hair with a single braid. In the front of her face, no, on the side of her face, with a feather and beads. She also sports face paint with intricate swirling design. I do have a picture of her. I might have to find it again, unfortunately, but I should somewhere. Her weapon is a spear and her nature magic. She can heal, but it isn't perfect like Joshua. So she has to be careful when she uses it and how. Or she heals can develop cancer. What else? She does have nature magic, so think like elemental. She can summon elementals. I'm not quite sure how powerful to make her. I mean, she's going to be probably one of the more powerful characters, but not crazy powerful or anything. That's the thing, is I don't want power creep to be a thing in my stories. Like, do you think of some modern day media, like I guess I'll just use comic books, or even Dragon Ball Z as an example. With comic books, like characters like Superman, obviously he has almost like every single power ever. Super speed, super strength, flight, laser eyes, all kinds of X-ray vision, and that just seems to be a little over the top to me. So I'm gonna keep it you know, that kind of power creep in check. Um, so she's not going to be crazy powerful. I mean, she's probably could, you know, control the weather, at least the local weather, you know, to some degree. Summon elemental shape change, but that's probably pretty much it. You know, and control, you know, like elements, like I said, like fire, water, earth, you know, air. She can create gusts of wind, you know, things like that. Um, but I would say that's pretty much it. Um, uh, she has control of shape change into certain animals. And what I mean by certain animals is only animals that she has studied. Um, and certain animals that she has, you know, come across. And she stays to a specific region, so she's only been able to shape change into the animals that she knows about, that she sees, that she has in her region, kind of thing. Um, she's not going to be able to change into a dragon or anything like that. Um, Fire, earth, water, air. Almost like the Avatar. No, a little bit more than that. She's not going to be a martial artist. But she does have combat experience. So she knows how to use that spear and her magic. I would say she probably relies more on her magic, but she has a spear, just in case. And a bow, obviously. Um, longbow. And nature magic. She doesn't wear any kind of traditional clothes. She wears you know, kind of like tanned leather. Think of like you know, um, not modern Native Americans, but you know, older Native Americans, like back in the past. Let me see if I can. Kind of more traditional dress. Now I'm kind of looking at some pictures, and I don't see this kind of stuff being it. I'll show. You know, not something kind of like this. Not. I wouldn't say more like that either. Kind of. I guess kind of like this, but without the, you know, all the fancy embroiders. And this is the costume, you know, so it's not actually tan leather. But you kind of get the idea, you know, at least. So there is that. Think what else for her? Oh yeah, she's claustrophobic, so she hates enclosed spaces. Like the indoors. I mean, she can tolerate it, obviously, to a point, but she'd rather much be outdoors. Um, and the thing about her is that she gets annoyed if well, I wouldn't say annoyed. I would say frustrated. Um, if she can't um, if she can't get things done, you know, if she puts her mind to something, she likes to get it done. So the kind of the idea I had in my story is that she would infiltrate like a fortress of sorts, not like a full-on, you know, fortified fortress or anything. It's going to be like a ruin, kind of small fortress that has been occupied, and she gets annoyed because she's trying to um, find her way around. And, you know, to her, one hall looks like the next. She doesn't really understand that kind of architecture. So she gets disoriented and lost. I mean, that's pretty much it. She's pretty much the basic D&D druid, right? The archetype. Earth Mother archetype. She can control, like, plants to a certain extent, I would say, I guess. Control plants to, like, entangle her foes and things like that. She can control plants to a certain extent. She has a grove that she tends. Put that up here. There. Okay. And she can tend the grove so well that she can make plants grow that can't naturally, that have a hard time growing in the climate. Hostile to them. So basically, she has the ultimate green thumb. The plants that she grow tend to grow fuller and lusher. I guess plants she tends to grow and lusher. So they tend to be of a larger size than in the wild. Okay. Alright, so what else? I mean, I do have her grove in my mind. It's going to be It's actually a good idea. I'll look for some ideas. Some of these pictures I'm looking at aren't what I'm thinking of. It'll probably be more of a, like an awakened forest where there's probably sentient plants like treants, mythical animals, that kind of thing. It'll have like glowing little fairies, that kind of thing. Your typical awakened grove. What I'm kind of looking for one that has like a waterfall. You know what I mean? Has a source of water, because that's definitely going to be part of the grove. I'm not seeing any, so well, kind of, I guess, that flowing water, but that's pretty much it. The rest of it doesn't really fit for me. But anyways, I guess that's that. What else? I'm kind of thinking, I got a little bit of her personality there when she gets frustrated if she can't get things done. But what else is she like? I wouldn't... It's really kind of hard just to put a label, I'm not gonna say like she's, this kind and caring. I'm not gonna say that she's overbearing. I can't think of a term that really fits her. She's not really... I guess I would say she's fairly... Well, and the reason she's frustrated, I guess, if she can't get things done is because she's confident in herself. So she gets frustrated if that confidence gets shaken. So that makes a little bit more sense. Well, I think that'll be it, at least for Centrista at this point. So, yeah, I will see you in the next one, guys. Godspeed, stay frosty. See ya.